What's going on, fam? It's the entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray here with Gamecock news. I am right now going to be discussing the upcoming matchup between our beloved South Carolina Gamecocks and the Michigan Wolverines. Boo, boo. Well, guys, the tale of the tape. Tales of the tape. I'm gonna give you some stats. I want you to read them, look at them on the screen, so that I can kind of discuss what my overall thoughts of the game. And I want you to comment below and let me know who you think is gonna win on January the 2nd. ESPN right now has us a 60% Michigan and has us 39% as far as likelihood to win. Also, passing yards. Their quarterback, Jay O'Corn, has 956 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. I think that they starter went down, and Jay O'Corn has been the fill-in for a few games. That's why his stats are pretty low. But Jake Bentley, this man has 2,500 yards. 2,500 yards. I had to say that again. So nice, I had to say it twice. He also had 16 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Jake Bentley, I think with the firing of our offensive coordinator, Roper, I felt that our new coordinator, or our interim coordinator, can give Bentley the chance that he needs to prove himself as one of the most best quarterbacks in the Southeastern Conference. I'm not saying he's the best, but I'm saying he's top 5 in the not in the country, but in the conference. He's probably maybe top 10, top 15 in the nation, but in our conference, he's top 5. I personally say he's number 2 behind the Hurt Kid in Alabama because of A, his gameplay, 2, the wins that he has accumulated, and 3, since he's taken over the South Carolina job, our record has improved tremendously. But rushing yards, guys. Their rusher, Hagden, has 147 rushes, 929 yards, and 11 touchdowns. He's probably going to clip the 1,000-yard mark this game. AJ Turner, which I said in the Gamecock reviews, I said he was our best running back option the whole season. People didn't want to believe Lucky Murray. People didn't want to think that, oh, you know what you're talking about. But AJ Turner has 512 yards, 3 touchdowns. Receiving yards, G. Berry has 307 yards, a touchdown. B. Edwards has 705 yards, 4 touchdowns. I believe that Edwards, number 99, should have a lot more touchdowns, but hey, our offense was not as explosive as it should have been, especially with Deebo Samuels going out. And I thought Hurst, our tight end, should at least had a better opportunity than he did, but that's neither here nor there. He has one more game to show his stuff before he enters the NFL draft. He has one more year of eligibility, but he's 24 years old. I think he already graduated early, so I don't think a 24-year-old that's going to be 25 and your clock is already ticking as far as an NFL player that you would stay another year to increase your draft stock. Get the money while you can because your career in the NFL is ticking, especially when the average NFL career is 3 years. Michigan has 25.8 points a game average as an offense. We average about 24.1 points a game, roughly about the same. Points allowed per game, they only allow 18.3 points a game. We allow 20.8 points a game. Total yards, 254 yards per game, and also we average 340 yards per game. You know, yards passed, they have 168, which is terrible. We have 212, which ain't better, but still yet we move the ball through the air more. Rushing, that's the advantage for them. They have 186, we only have 127. So yards allowed, they only allow 268 yards a game. We allow 374. But remember, guys, our defense is bend but do not break. We are one of the best teams in the country when it comes to red zone defense as far as giving up touchdowns. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have a stat up there for you. I'm gonna show you. But our passing yards, they only allow 142. We allow 227. Rushing yards, they only allow 125. We allow 146. Also, guys, this is via the state. Okay, I'm gonna show you this graphic, and I want you to understand that we have a really good defense as far as a bend but do not break defense. Now, defenses is better than what it was last year, but according to the state, we only allow opponents in the red zone that's inside their 20-yard line 9 times in the season. No SEC team and only 22 teams in the country have seen more opponents' possessions extended that far. And also, we rank 4th in the SEC. 4th in the SEC. And number 16 in the nation in red zone defense, allowed opponents to score on 55.6% of their trips. So guys, we have a bend but don't break mentality, but we're not gonna let you get in the end zone. So, my thoughts of the game. I haven't really seen a whole lot of Michigan football. Do I think they're a pretty good team? I think that we're an evenly matched team. I do not think that this is a game where we should lose or that we're heavy underdogs like ESPN is saying, but I actually think that we do play absolutely well. Win. We're not hyped up. Nobody thinks we're going to win. We go out and that's when we want to prove something. But games where people are hyping us up and we are supposed to bring the A game, those most of the time are our worst games to date. Kentucky was a blackout game. We laid an absolute egg. Clemson, we only had, I think, 207 yards of total offense. Kurt Roper has he got excused from his positions because of our lacking on the offensive side. So, what do Lucky Murray think? I think that this is a momentum grabber, not only for the team, the South Carolina team, but also for recruits looking at the game and for the momentum of the program. This year, guys, I think that we can take the step forward, get our 9th win of the season, and go into the spring with absolutely buzz around the South Carolina program. And also, that is a marquee win when you beat a program like Michigan. The last time we played Michigan, y'all seen it, the hit Jadeveon Clowney gave to the Michigan running back. Hit him so hard, he found the ball, picked the ball one hand, stood up and posed. So here's my question to you, my Gamecock Nation fans. How do you think the game is gonna go down? Please comment below. Right here, comment right there. Let me know exactly what you think of the game. Do you think we're gonna win the game? Do you think we're gonna lose the game? Michigan fans, do you think y'all going to just mollywop, excuse me for the terminology, but that's what I used to use back in the day. But do you think that we are gonna get killed by you? I wanna know that too. I love to keep the conversation going in the comment sections. But I think the Gamecocks, we're gonna pull out a win, and that's gonna skyrocket our program because Muschamp is recruiting his butt off. South Carolina, we are about to enter another heyday of the golden years. The golden years between 2010 to 2011, 2014. That was the years that we had our 11-year win every year. I think that we next year could see an 11-year season. Mark my words. But again, I think we're gonna do good, guys, and I think we're gonna win. So, this is the entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray here with another Gamecock news report and my overview of the 2018 Outback Bowl against our beloved South Carolina Gamecocks and the Michigan Wolverines, or as I like to call them, the Michigan Harbors. But until next time, guys,